Are you struggling to get your baby to sleep through the night? It's a common challenge that many face, and you're certainly not alone. The sleep struggle is real, and it can be overwhelming, especially when sleep deprivation starts to creep in. A good night's sleep is crucial for both you and your baby. For your little one, it's a time of significant growth and development. For you, it's a much-needed break to recharge and unwind. However, getting there can sometimes feel like a feat of Herculean proportions. In this video, we're going to talk about how to overcome this struggle. We'll be covering some practical, easy-to-follow steps that can help you guide your baby towards a restful night. From establishing a routine to understanding sleep cues, we aim to provide you with the tools to navigate this journey with confidence. So, if you're ready to reclaim those peaceful nights, let's dive into some easy, manageable steps to help you and your little one get the rest you deserve. Hi, welcome to Nenversa. On this channel, we talk about everything mom style, confidence, breastfeeding, pumping, and motherhood. If you find this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. The first step to a good night's sleep is consistency. Have you ever noticed how much more rested you feel when you go to bed and wake up at the same time every day? Just like us, babies thrive on predictability. Establishing a consistent bedtime routine can be a game changer when it comes to helping your little one sleep through the night. So let's talk about what a bedtime routine might look like. Every baby is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. However, there are some tried and true elements that you can consider incorporating into your baby's routine. First up, bath time. A warm bath can be a wonderful way to signal that it's time to start winding down. It's not just about getting clean, it's a soothing experience that can help your baby relax. Next, story time. Reading a book to your baby is not only a great way to foster a love for reading early on, but it's also a soothing activity that can help your baby wind down. Plus, the sound of your voice is comforting to your little one. Feeding is another important element to consider. A full tummy can help your baby sleep longer stretches. Try to schedule the last feeding close to bedtime, but be mindful not to create a sleep association where your baby needs to feed to fall asleep. Now, it's important to remember that routines take time to establish. You might not see immediate results, and that's okay. The key here is consistency. Try to stick to the routine as much as possible, even when things get tough. And remember, your routine doesn't have to be rigid. It's okay to adjust based on your baby's needs. What's important is that you're creating a predictable pattern that your baby can start to recognize. Remember, consistency is key. The more you stick to your routine, the easier it will be for your baby to understand it's time to sleep. Now that you've got your routine, let's talk about setting the perfect sleep environment. Creating a conducive sleep environment for your little one is absolutely crucial. It's like setting the stage for a wonderful night's rest. There are a few key elements to consider: room temperature, lighting, and noise level. Let's delve into each of these. First, room temperature. You might not realize it, but the temperature of your baby's room can significantly influence their sleep quality. Experts suggest that the ideal room temperature for a baby is somewhere between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cool enough to prevent overheating, but warm enough to keep your baby cozy. So keep a close eye on the thermostat. Next up is lighting. Our bodies naturally respond to light and darkness. It's a part of our circadian rhythm. To help your baby understand the difference between day and night, make sure their room is dark during sleep times. Blackout curtains can be a great investment here. For those late-night feedings or diaper changes, consider using a dim nightlight. This way, you won't disrupt their sleep environment with harsh lighting. Now let's talk about noise level. A quiet room might seem like the best choice, but some babies actually find a bit of ambient noise comforting. The sound of a fan, the gentle hum of a humidifier, or the soft shushing of a white noise machine can provide a soothing backdrop that drowns out sudden, jarring sounds. If your home is particularly lively, or if you live in a noisy neighborhood, a white noise machine could be a game changer. Remember, every baby is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. It's all about finding out what your baby responds best to and creating an environment that caters to their needs. A calming, comfortable environment can greatly aid your baby's sleep. Make sure to keep these factors in mind. It might take a bit of trial and error, but with time and patience, you'll establish the perfect sleep environment for your baby. Sweet dreams! Every baby is unique, and so are their sleep cues. This is a truth that will serve you well in your journey to understanding your little one's sleep patterns. Just as adults have certain signs that indicate we're ready for bed, like yawning or feeling sluggish, Babies also have their own unique signals that say, it's time for sleep. One of the most common sleep cues is rubbing eyes. When your baby starts to rub their eyes, it's often a clear sign that they're feeling tired and ready for a nap or bed. This can be accompanied by a decrease in activity, quieting down, and sometimes even staring blankly. It's as if they're saying, I've had enough play for now, time for some rest. Another sign to look out for is yawning. While this might seem like an obvious sign, it can often go unnoticed, especially if your baby is in the middle of playtime or feeding. But a yawn is a universal signal of tiredness, and it's no different for your little one. So, when you see your baby yawning, it's a good idea to start winding down activities and prepare for sleep. Fussiness is another sleep cue that can sometimes be misunderstood. If your baby becomes cranky, irritable, or starts to cry, it doesn't always mean they're hungry or need a diaper change. These could be signs of sleepiness. It's their way of telling you they've had enough stimulation for now and they need some downtime to recharge. Now, these are just a few common examples, and your baby may have other unique cues. The key is to observe your baby's behavior and find patterns. Understanding these signals can take some time and patience, but it's an essential part of establishing a successful sleep routine. Remember, your baby is learning about their world, and you are learning about them. In the end, understanding your baby's sleep cues can make bedtime much smoother. Keep an eye out for these signs. It's all about being in tune with your little one's needs, making sure they get the rest they need, and ultimately, getting a good night's sleep for yourself too. Lastly, remember that patience is your best friend. When it comes to getting your baby to sleep through the night, it's not a sprint, but a marathon. Every baby is unique in their own way, and what works for one might not work for another. It's a process of trial and error, of learning and adapting. It's about taking one step at a time, even on the nights when sleep seems like a distant dream. So, hold on to your patience. It's your guiding light in this journey of nurturing your little one into a healthy sleep routine. You may not see the results immediately, but every small step you take is a step towards progress. And remember, consistency is just as important. Stick with your routine, adapt as needed, but don't give up. Patience and consistency are key. You're doing great, Mom. Keep going. The importance of providing enough milk to your bundle of joy cannot be overstated. It's vital for their growth, their development, and their overall well-being. It's natural to worry, but don't fret. We're here to help you navigate these nourishing waters. In this video, we will guide you through the signs to watch for to ensure your baby is well fed.